Good evening and welcome in for those that, there we go. Packers just got the ball. They're on their own 25. And going to watch this thing together right away with A.J. Dillon up the gut. Looked at least like he fell forward for a little bit of yardage.
The big part of this lineup is no Aaron Jones.
So good to have Christian Watson back. Got a little bit of the audio in there tonight. And we'll have some of the game today. And excited about the Packers and what they're going to show in this game for the first half of this game specifically. We're going to be on the air for a little while here. Hopefully you're watching at home. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself at home. I'm in the comforts of the downstairs in a great room, and I'm excited about this game. And you got a little bit of Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. So we'll see what the Packers can do together. So you and I and anybody else that chimes in, we're going to start watching this thing together. So it should be a good one tonight. A lot riding on this game. Davante Adams, by the way, in case you did not know, will be playing this evening. And will be on the field when the offense takes the field with Jimmy Garoppolo. But the Packers early on with a third down and go right back to A.J. Dillon, who falls forward. So thank God he at least fell forward for that, right?
Defensive coordinator Patrick Graham in his second season calling the shots for the Raiders.
That was on that 3rd and 2. At least he got the 3rd and 2. At least he fell forward, you know?
First down for Green Bay.
Well, there's no doubt that the Packers want to get this running game going. They have just had a really tough time.
There they are talking a little bit about this run game of the Packers. Don't want to show too much of the actual game because we don't want to get into trouble over here, to be honest with you. So hopefully you're watching part of it at home and got it on your screen and just kind of listening. A nice, safe dump-off pass. And then there's a flag. The dreaded flag. Packers automatically get the first down, and then they shoot themselves in the foot. Not what you wanted. Not what you wanted. Yeah, it's not a holding penalty. It's the ineligible player downfield. You can't disengage from your block until the ball has been caught, and then you can begin to take off downfield. So it's kind of a timing thing, though. And to be honest with you, they don't do enough of this to allow their offense to get in any kind of rhythm. Right there, now you watch. The pass has not been caught yet, and you've got your center already rushing downfield. So there you go. Josh Myers. Josh Myers out of Ohio State University. He's supposed to be smart. Taylor, what up from Tampa Bay? Good to have you. Texas Badger as well. K. Sherb. Christopher. Thank you. By the way, the masonry work, that's not on the fireplace. That's on the wall behind me. The fireplace is off to the side over this way. So we're just kind of hanging out in the middle of the great room behind the big couch. I wish I could show it all to you. I don't have the ability to. But thank you very much. So yes, there's a lot of masonry worked.
Second down and 4 as a result.
Dillon with another run. Picking up some yardage tonight at least. At least he picks up the first down. You know?
First down yardage looked like he got it. And he did. First down Green Bay. Obviously,
I'm
said a moment ago, trying to make a statement here on this first possession.
Packers are kind of running some tight ends up into the hole as well. With Tucker Kraft and Musgrave as some extra blockers in. Both tight ends in right now formation-wise. What a good night. Hopefully you're having a good night as well. This is not like a quick pass out to Christian Watson. Nice. 2 quick passes, 2 quick outs, high percentage passes, both completed by Jordan Love. It's a good way to get into a rhythm. I like the play calling. I'm not a fan, as we all know. I don't think any of us are big-time fans right now of what A.J. Dillon's been doing, but at least he's been grinding out 3-4 yards. So you're happy about that, right?
Matt LaFleur told us that they have.
Hopefully, what are you eating tonight? By the way, I don't know if you saw it, but over on, I think it was Instagram and over on the Facebook fan page, I posted the video from down on the wagon wheel a little bit earlier. Oh man, what a busted up play! Not a great run. I was blown up on the end. They shot the Raiders shot the gap quick. Line wasn't quick enough. Not the best look there for the Pack. But I shot the video down in the wagon wheel a little bit earlier tonight, and I did the recipe for the cider that I talked about.
5 runs, 2 pass plays, 3rd down and 3.
Good protection. Oh, now whose fault is this? That's a horrific pass. Somebody didn't communicate very well. Somebody did not communicate very well.
It's 4th down, and the offense is staying out there for Green Bay.
No, come on. 4th and 3, you're not going for it in your own territory.
On the back end there by the Vegas Raiders secondary, but had Dobbs coming in behind it open and just unable to deliver the football or just not seeing the coverage.
So on a 4th and 3, are they really going to go for it here?
Analytics says up to 5 yards, go for it. It's 4th and 3.
Yeah, they're just trying to draw them off sides. There's no way. I thought they were a little bit deeper into the other side of their own territory. No. Because if you pick up a first down, then at least you put yourself not only with another set of downs, but you can continue to drive and maybe put points on the board. On the other hand, now you draw the opponent off side. You don't. You move back 5 yards. And then, excuse me, then you got a little extra room to boot the ball. Now it's a 4th and 8.
He's clearly not happy with Luke Musgrave, but a guy who's really, pretty raw, learning things.
And then you hear in the commentary in the background a little bit of the Monday night contest or Monday night commentary with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck talking about Musgrave. And it's Musgrave's young, it's raw. We talked about that earlier today on the show. It's a young team in the sense of age, and it's a young team in the sense of weapons. The weapons that they have. Because at the wideout position, at the tight end position, and the quarterback, as far as inexperience goes, that's all young and inexperienced. I agree with that. But the rest of this team, it's not young. It's not rookie. So now we'll see. Now we'll see this vaunted defense of the Green Bay Packers take the field, and we'll see if they're able to kind of stymie whatever Jimmy Garoppolo and company has to offer. And you got to wonder, are they going to start out with man up over there on Devontae Adams? Is it going to be Jair Alexander? Or are they going to play the soft zone and try to keep everything in front of them and make sure Devontae doesn't get downfield and doesn't get over the top? And now we'll wait and see, So, commercial break. What's everybody having tonight? What's everybody having tonight? I had the Cedarburg cider, the unit cider, if you want to call it that, and the glass from the Twisted Fisherman, downtown Milwaukee, which is a tremendous place to go. I had that. So good, I might go get myself another one. Yeah, Joe Buck said nearly picked. Well, it could have been. He threw it in between. Put it this way, the pass was only between 2 defenders, was nowhere close to Jaden Reed. So it could have been miscommunication, but that was so bad. It's like, come on. Josh says, could Bush Light, and got a Little Smokies. Some Forgotten Fire wine Lloyd has. Hey, Dwayne, I got the Christmas tree at a place out in Waukesha, and they do take the ability to pre-buy them and you kind of wrap it yourself, and then come Christmas time, you go cut it down. J-Train, nothing on the smoker tonight, man. I'm working. I'm here. I don't have time to really do much. I got to be honest, a little bit earlier today, I just had some appetizer stuff, and that was the extent of it. Yeah, Luke, the vaunted defense is very tongue-in-cheek. I tell you that. Here we go. Safe throw. There you go. Soft zone out. And they pick up, what, 22 yards? Rudy, what makes me the most nervous about tonight? That for the first 3 quarters of this game, much like the last 2 games, the Packers don't show up. That it's not until the end of the game that they start to play with a sense of urgency. Nice job by Walker. He shot the gap. Rashawn Gary set the edge. Good job between those 2 guys. Really good job attacking the line of scrimmage there. Now, Quay Walker, if you watch this play, he came through kind of untouched. It wasn't like all of a sudden he just blew past and shedded 2 or 3 blocks to get in there. The center missed, or the guard, excuse me, the right guard missed the cut block that he was supposed to get on Quay Walker to open up the middle of that offense. Didn't happen. Quay Walker was too fast getting through the hole. And that's where his speed does make a difference. There goes Devontae, and they pick up the first down. Jeez. How do you get Quay Walker on Devontae Adams? How in the absolute hell does that happen? Burning some chicken up there in central Wisconsin? Like it. Like it. Kyle, when you say it seems like LaFleur is more feisty this year, how do you mean? Feisty. Does it seem like, though, here's my question. When you say something like that, does it seem like he has more of the team, like their attention?
Adams picked up the first down, and the Raiders were late getting the play in, so they have to use a timeout.
There you go. Timeout. So I'd love to know that.
First down, Las Vegas. Ball outside.
Las Vegas. There you go. You got a timeout on the field. By the way, we do take emails. I mean, if you're watching on a live stream, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to type something out, but I do take emails if you want to get into an email. thebillmichaels@gmail.com, thebillmichaels@gmail.com. We'll talk a little bit here during the breaks, too. It's time to fire Joe Barry. Ridiculous that Walker was covering Adams. How in the hell? That's what I was saying. How do you get Quay Walker on Devontae Adams at all? Should never happen. Lloyd says, fake feisty to me. Wish we had a Mike Holmgren feisty. Mike Holmgren wasn't feisty. He was just a crotchety old dude, man. He just was. He was a crotchety guy. And even today, to a certain extent, I mean, we've interviewed him at Super Bowl numerous times. And Mike is great. He's great to talk to. He does a lot with Seattle still. But yeah, he's got a little fire to him. He does not like to be asked difficult questions. Like, those days are over. Don't talk to me about stuff that's difficult anymore. It's not intimidating, but I guess he tries. Andrew, so far Joe Barry's defense way out of position on the first couple of 3 plays. They did have a nice play with Rashawn Gary and Quay Walker shooting the gap in the middle, and Rashawn Gary setting the edge and stuffing the run. But I agree with you. It's just they aren't, man. At what point do you say, guys, line up man, throw in an extra defender in the gut, and go get him? At what point do you just do that? Oh, they've got some kind of band there inside the dome that is out in Vegas. Did you see all the road course set up for the Formula One race? That's pretty cool. Nick says, who's even out there to replace Barry? Well, nobody right now. But later on, you might have somebody move around, somebody that's a defensive assistant on a pretty good defensive squad. I'm just trying to read what everybody's sending. So I apologize if I'm taking a few moments. That was almost a false start, wasn't it? No room to run there. TJ Slayton stood straight up. Keyshawn Nixon came off the edge, which was nice. But TJ Slayton, man, he was, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like he was getting blown off the ball, but he was just standing straight up. You don't get a lot of penetration when your center of gravity is straight up over your feet. You got to be leaning forward. 2 down linemen, 2 ends. Quay Walker coming up the gut, quick pass to the outside. Now you've got another 3rd down for the Packers. And already now it's been a lot of quick hitters, okay? But you don't have much pressure. It's not like you're getting after it real fast. It's not like and here's the thing. You can get quick hitters when you have the D-backs and the coverage unit playing so far off the ball. Everybody's up on the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Press man. Crossing around. There you go. There you go. Kenny Clark, eat, big man. Eat, big man. Kenny Clark made a move on the inside. Good power move. Got to Garoppolo and took him down. Nice. Nice. I love to see when Kenny gets fired up. When Kenny eats, I'm happy with it. Watch. He comes, I don't know if you're watching at home, but he comes underneath and then just kind of shoves off to the side. Just gets that arm off to the side, gets that arm out and extended, and there you have it. But when you don't have man coverage up front and you don't get a quick pass rush, you're going 1-2 drop go, you're not going to, man, that was a hell of a punt. Holy shit. Way down. That's deep inside Packer territory. 56-yard punt. That's a booming punt. Here's the other question. What happens if they get another 52 to 55, 56-yard field goal opportunity? Will they throw Anders Carlson out there, or will they decide not to? I mean, it's natural turf. There's obviously not a breeze inside the dome there. So will they actually end up kicking the field goal? Jeff says, nice, but what the hell is wrong with Smith this year? Preston Smith has not done a lot in terms of being able to get off a block and put pressure on the quarterback. But he may, if Rashawn Gary continues to come back off of the pitch count and be as good as he's been, or better, God forbid, then you would expect that Preston Smith gets a little more opportunities because they're going to pay more attention to Rashawn Gary than they are Preston Smith. But one-on-ones right now, nothing. Now the offense needs to do something. Again, Quadzilla. They're sticking with him. Going to try to get him going. A.J. Dillon, 6 carries, 24 yards. That first one was for 8 yards. Not a bad run. What would you run here? I'd run a crossing pattern to Musgrave. I do a quick fake to Dillon because he's actually running the ball decent. I do a quick crossing pattern. Nope, they're going to go right back to Dillon. Pick up the first down and then get four more downs. Oh! Where's the flag? There's a flag. There you go. Zach Tom just got lit up from behind by Max Crosby. Max Crosby's going to take the personal foul. How about that? I don't know what Zach Tom said to him, but Max Crosby kind of gave him the heave ho from behind. I mean, it's one thing if you're still shoving on a guy, you can't shove him down from behind. He knew it the minute he did it. Throws his hands in the air. What? I'd go with a pass here. You got it. Oh, there we go. Roll him out. Good call. Nothing open. Go. There you go. Oh, he tripped over his own feet. Son of a biscuit. Got a couple of good blocks downfield. I don't know if you heard there. One of them was from Josiah DeGuara. Nice job. I don't know if that was a terrible flop. That wasn't an NBA flop, Terry. Just an FYI. I'd throw again. There you go. Oh, DeGuara. How about that? Anything gets in his area, he catches it. There's that Swiss Army knife. That's the guy that, boy, there's a lot of Packers fans in the crowd, too. I was talking to Mike Clemens a little bit earlier tonight, and quite a few, man. It was almost 50-50 or better Packers fans out in Vegas tonight. But Josiah DeGuara, I mean, he gets an opportunity. It's not like he's a burner or anything, but at least he's got sure hands. Always has. Oh, a little gadget. That isn't going to go anywhere. The damn gadget, anytime Christian Watson does a circle behind Jordan Love, you always know he's getting the ball, and it's pin your ears back. That is such an unbelievably predictable play call. The minute I saw him go into motion and he circled back, I thought, here we go. Some gadget bullshit. It happens every time. And look at the blocking. 3 guys on 1 player, and everybody else, it's just like a dam burst. And now all of a sudden it's 2nd and 15, they lose 5. God, just a terrible play call. Get rid of that. Tear it out of the playbook and wipe your ass with it. It's no good. Now you're going to pick yourself down. You're going to get into a third and long situation. Here we go. You're going to end up kicking a field goal. Stop running sideways. God. Your offensive line isn't good enough to run sideways. Man, oh man. I'm having a blast. You guys having a blast? Girls having a blast? I don't know how many females are on here. I couldn't tell you. But good to have you on board tonight. Throw it away, crap. And now, like I said, there you go. Yeah, there you go. And he's going to get, is that a penalty for, is that a grounding call? Because he threw it at the feet of Zach Tom? Good to hear it, Sue. They're going to wave it off? Oh, jeez. 71 again. Josh Myers. That's another one. 4th down. Son of a booger. So 4th and 8. There you go. Just like I said. They're going to end up kicking a field goal. It's going to stall. Like a hunk of crap car that you just keep running on baling wire and bad gas. It eventually is going to stall. Just like that Packers offense. And now, how about this? Now the Packers have to take a timeout because they're late getting people on the field. Again. Nope. Get it? There we go. Now they got it. It's good. There was some confusion on the sideline about what they were going to do. And people were running back and forth. Well, there you go. 3-0 that quick. Anders Carlson splits the uprights. And the Packers are on the board. Allegiant Stadium is actually pretty cool. We're going to be out there in February. That's where the Super Bowl is going to be this year. It's going to be in Vegas. Mike Clemens is on site. And don't forget, coming up after the game, we've got the Green and Gold postgame show tonight. So we're going to do this until halftime, and then after halftime, I'm going to shut it down. But don't go anywhere because we're going to pop back on up in the studio at the end of the ball game. So we're going to be good. Going to have a good one so far. I might need to go get another drink. Might have to do that. I got a couple emails. Not emails, but text message. I got a buddy of mine. Chris says the Packers settling for a field goal on the first drive is as predictable as watching the sunrise every damn day. Not all the time. Also wanting to know, is the Taylor Swift tattoo for real? I have no idea. The one on Travis Kelce, I think that's painted. I think that's made up. That's going around. You know what? Here's the thing. Honestly, I couldn't give two F's about it. If he's that in love with Taylor Swift and he wants to get a Taylor Swift tattoo on his arm, then go for it. It doesn't matter to me. Could care less. I'm surprised he doesn't get some kind of has the NFL put some kind of a green screen on his arm so they can put all kinds of different things on his arm. Who knows? What else we got? Oh, there we go. Had a lot of people over on the over on Instagram as well watching the video. Good stuff. By the way, you go to Instagram, The Bill Michaels Show on Instagram. You can follow it over there too. The Bill Michaels Show. Kelce, who? Come on. He is one of the best tight ends in the National Football League, without a doubt. No doubt. Gerard. How are we looking? We got quite a few people on the stream. This is awesome. Go back and show you the game. Give you a little bit of the game. Little bit of that game there. Raiders take it at the 25. How are we looking? Let's do this every Monday night game. I don't watch every Monday night game the entire game. I'll do maybe a half or a quarter, but depending on the game. Some of the games are good enough to do that. Some of them just, man, they suck swamp water. I'd rather go outside and slam an appendage in a car door. Can they get a stop? Let's see what the D can do. Oh, geez. Pass to the tight end. There you go. Wow. Pick up 18, 20 yards. Got 18 yards right there, right away. 19-yard gain. Ouch. Damn. Right in between Darnell Savage and Jair Alexander. There you go. There's that Joe Barry. Look at that soft zone. So just dump it right in the middle of the soft zone. Packers on the board with 3, about to give up 7 any minute now. Oh, there you go. A little offensive false start. Take that. You don't see that very often against the Packers because they don't put fear in anybody, so nobody jumps. You know? How about that? Think about that. Think about yesterday. You had a couple of false starts on Baltimore because T.J. Watt was eating them up. They had a couple of false starts last night on Dallas because Bosa and company were getting after it, and Fred Warner in the middle was just gutting them. When you got a good defense, it happens, man. Oh, geez. Now, here we go. Now, this is how you run a reverse. Nobody sets the edge. That craptastic defense of one Joe Barry, nobody sets the edge. Preston Smith got sucked in like he had a Dyson sitting in the backfield, and they just sucked him right up into it. Nobody to set the edge, and they go right around the backside. Look at that crap. Wow. Darnell Savage backing up downfield because he doesn't want to be hit. Ladies and gentlemen, the Joe Barry defense brought to you by Charmin. Then you got two Bears wiping their ass. I'm not talking Chicago Bears either. Nada. God. Frustrating. Frustrating evening. I just want to see the defense play with some type of aggressiveness, you know? Something. Punch somebody. Do something. Take a penalty out of aggression rather than being constantly on your heels. You know? Oh, there you go. Pass broken up at least. Well, kind of. Rasul Douglas getting up, at least trying to bring him down. But I'll tell you this, man. That pass was way up. Well, it was a throw by Jimmy Garoppolo to where only his guy could get it. He really didn't do much to break up the pass play. He just kind of dropped it at the apex. Jacoby Myers had that thing and just dropped it. Oh, here we go. You got Rasul Douglas one-on-one with Devontae. There you go. There you go. There's Preston Smith. He's like just overjoyed. Preston Smith. We just got done talking about him, right? We just got done talking about Preston Smith, how we really haven't seen him too much. And then, damn if he doesn't show up. How about that? Kept fighting, pressed off of it. Rashawn Gary came around the opposite side, and they collapsed and met in the middle. Then you got to do the chest rip and the scream into the air. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. A reminder, don't forget, right here and on many of those normal network radio stations, we are going to be bringing you the Green and Gold postgame show. So, good stuff. TV, CBS Sports, which I really crack up at because the TV CBS Sports has the NBC logo. So don't click on anything that they have because that is a load of shit, my friends. Let's just go block right there. We'll go block on Facebook, block on the Restream chat. Your mother should have swallowed you. Get the hell out of here. There you go. There you go. They're done. Don't click on any of that. There you go. And off to a commercial break we go. Oh, God, I love doing this. This is kind of fun, actually. That's like earlier today. Earlier today, we were talking with Mike Clemens about kind of joking about, the Bunny Ranch and all that kind of stuff. And I started kind of going off on a Mike Clemens impersonation for a little bit. It was just, today was a weird, fun day, man. Just was. Mark says the offense has to do something now. Mark, you're right. Jerry says, looking good listening to Harlan and watching turn down the sound Spanish announcers here in Colombia. Oh, that's right. Gerard, you're in Colombia. I don't know what Gerard does for a living. I think Gerard's running stash. I think Gerard goes back to Delaware, calls the program, heads back down. Either that or he's a cigar maker, secretly not telling me because he knows that I'd be all over him for that. One play ahead of Jeff. Jeff, I'm sorry. What's the over-under on LaFleur crying at half? Can you see if his team plays really well? I'm just so proud of these guys. I'm going to go back and get my eyes waxed and give a speech, and then we're going to be back out here in the second half to try to close this one out. So that quick, man. We're a quarter into this thing. This first quarter flew by. Holy crap. Taylor, you got quite the setup, man. Taylor says, watching the game on YouTube live, watching myself on the phone, and the audio is exactly synced up. Man, you got it going on. You figured, man. You figured. Time does fly when you're having fun. I'll admit that. You got Patrick Taylor in at running back now. How about that? Quick out. It's not going to go for anything. Oh, he broke it up. He broke it up. How about that? That's not a bad way to go. Ben, the big Ben Sims. Big Ben. Just get off me. Get off me. Yeah, there you go. Kind of a craptastic play there. Max Crosby had none of that right there. Yeah, Tucker Kraft, you might as well. Tucker Kraft was like, holy shit, he went past me. Holy Mac, coach, I blocked nothing. He didn't even clip him in the hip. He dove at air. At least he's got some high percentage passes. I mean, they're only going for a yard or two, but at least he's got some high percentage passes right now. Jordan Love, 6 of 8 for 52 yards. Quarterback rating of 91.7. Jimmy Garoppolo, a Hall of Fame night. 4 of 5, 55 yards. A 112.5 QB rating right now. So you know. And A.J. Dillon, 7 carries, 29 yards, 4.1 yards a carry. He's just a beast. Quadzilla's back. Give him a contract extension. I'm kidding, of course. Incomplete pass. Son of a terrible throw. Behind Taylor, low and behind him. And look, the Green Bay Packers, after getting after it, going to punt again. You know what Matt LaFleur would say? If you're home listening to this, you know what I'm going to say, right? That is not, say it with me, complimentary football. No, it's not. Patrick Taylor trying to get it behind him. Can't do it. Couldn't hang on. 3rd and 11, and you just throw that quick 1 yard out, hoping for a big play. Albeit, I will say, look at what Brock Purdy does. Now, granted, he's thrown some pretty nice passes, but just get it into the ball in the hands of your playmakers and let your playmakers make plays. But throwing it into the ground behind him is not the way to go. That offensive series sucked swamp water. If that offensive series, I can't say that either. That would get me barred from everything. But put it this way, my Harley would start without having to turn the key on. That sucked. Yeah, got to look at the tape and clean it up. Texas Badger, why in the hell aren't we attacking downfield? Well, my guess is, one, that they're trying to beat the pass rush, and the more quick outs that you have, it keeps the pass rush off of Jordan Love. Because right now, Max Crosby's all over the place. So that would be one. Second, to me, would be because nobody's open. You got a lot of plays designed to get him into high completion percentage situations, get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, let them then gash the defense. The problem is there's not a lot of rhythm right now. Good call there, Tim. He just said it too. No rhythm to the offense. It's a couple of dinks and dunks. It's a couple of run plays. There's nothing that gets you into a here we go, here we go mode. They're not beating the pass rush. No, they're not. And Dan, you're right. He's when he goes out to the. There was a story God, was it right before the season or right after the first week of the season when Matt LaFleur talked about all the arm angles, all the different arm angles that Jordan Love can use. And it was very reminiscent of the story that was done last year on Patrick Mahomes about all the different arm angles that he uses in delivering the football and how they made such a big deal about it. And my thought was, arm angles for a guy that doesn't even have a good completion percentage, that's like saying, Wild Thing early on in his career had a great fastball. Well, who cares if you're hitting the mascot and you're, throwing it to the net and everything's wild and you're walking every batter in 4 pitches. It's like, doesn't matter. Look at the arm angle, though. Doesn't matter. So here we go. Defense back on the field. Right? Jonathan? Wild Thing. That's what it equates to. Oh, he's got a lot of arm angles. Well, that's like whining and dining your dream date. You pick her up and you're like, oh my God, I think I'm in love with her. And you whine her, you dine her, you take her home, and then you realize she's a guy. You can't turn around and go, a lot of great attributes, though. No, not going to happen. Just not the same. Yeah, he's going to need Tommy John surgery next. Good call. And the Braves are losing 4-3. That makes Ben Kenny, former producer of the program, extremely happy. I was texting him today. Look at that. Look at that run stop. Grab him up around the shoulders and try to tackle. There you go. There you go. That's what they teach you at the Joe Barry How to Tackle training camp. And the Raiders pick up the first down. Does it ever feel to you like the fans care way more than the players do? Oh, absolutely. Sabrina, absolutely. It's because they're at home watching it passionately and can't do anything about it, and you want to. And you want to see guys get hammered for making mistakes, and you want to see guys get tough. And I said it last night. You watch that defense of the 49ers. Hold on. Oh, finally they got to him. Kind of a flea flicker that was snuffed out. That was a good play. Packers defense was ready for it, and a loss of 3. It could have been a loss of more or a pick 6. They were wise not to throw the football on that one. But who'd they have lined up on Devontae? I can't see. Can't see who they had lined up on Devontae. But whoever it was sniffed it out right away. I think it was Rudy Ford. I think he sniffed it out right away. And kudos to Rudy Ford because he saw it coming. Preston Smith again. Look at Preston Smith. Get after that. Get you some. Only a gain of 2. Third down coming up. Preston Smith looks a little angry tonight. It's like he was listening to the show and people were calling him out. Look at that, though. Devontae over the middle. If he turns around, he's sitting in a soft zone. Who is covering Devontae? Holy mackerel. Nah, God, Joe Barry sucks. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo in that offense, and they might have picked up a first down. Quay Walker's slow to get up. Uh-oh. Quay Walker's not getting up. Hang on. He's slow to get up, limping. He's staying in, though. Picked up the first down. There you go. Wasn't even a tush push. The Packers called timeout ahead of that? I think they did. I think the Packers called timeout. Oh, wait a minute. No, it was a challenge by the Raiders. Wait a minute. They screwed themselves on the first down. It wasn't even a tush push. Josh McDaniels sucks as a head coach. He's terrible. He just cost his team their first down. because he threw the challenge flag before just before his team ended up. Wow, I think he's got the first down because he was actually laying on a Packer. He was laying on Quay Walker, and the spot should have been over the yardage line. So they're going to review it again to see if it was a first down. I tell you what, he might have picked it up. I don't think, unless the knee went down somewhere, he might have picked it up. It doesn't matter, man. The play they ran, they should have just let it go. Well, it doesn't matter. It's after the fact, they'd already called the timeout and threw the red challenge flag. It is first down. There you go. It is first down. There you go. Oh, well. At least you get a good shot of the cheerleaders. Don't have any of that in Green Bay either. They would look cold, though. Just throwing it out there. Oh, my God. I love some of the comments you guys have. That's awesome. Just play prevent defense. Just play way back up at Devontae. Let him catch and take off with it. And I'll tell you this, Devontae, with the defense they're playing against him, man, he's got Jair on him this time. He's got Jair on the outside, the run. You watch at the bottom of your screen where Devontae lined up and he had one-on-one. He was with Jair. Darnell Savage missed that tackle. Man. He did have Jacoby Myers kind of hammering on him, but still. Yeah, the Raiders trying to have the Cowboys cheerleaders. Raiderettes are, out there in Vegas. Cute young ladies. Hotties. Quick screen, but everybody saw it coming. Nice job by Kobe Wooden. Look at Quay Walker. Oh, going to the tent. He got shaken up a little bit earlier, and he's not able to go now. So now you're going to have, God. Man, who's in at middle linebacker right now for the Packers? Who'd they put in? Eric Wilson? I can't see. Did they put Eric Wilson out there? Nope, they went to nickel. Went to dime. Didn't work. Yeah, Eric Wilson. Eric Wilson just made the tackle. So Eric Wilson did just come in for Quay Walker. And he was playing about 7 to 8 yards off. On the replay there, look off to your mid-right. There he is. And he's backing up. The play runs in front of him. Already picked up a first down, and by the time he makes contact, he's beyond the first down marker. Why in the F do you play that far back? False start? Or no, Kenny Clark got in a little bit quick. He anticipated the count. Kenny Clark's going to be called for that. So it's going to be a 1st and 5. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Second penalty of the night against Green Bay. Josh Myers already had a couple of them, but one of them was not accepted. No Devondre Campbell, no Quay Walker right now, completely without their starting linebacking core. Really up to Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary to do some damage here and help out. Look at that. Gets a couple of yards. Not a bad way to go. And Eric Wilson shot the gap there. I tell you what, Rashawn Gary and Eric Wilson played aggressive there on that run. Rashawn Gary got on the inside and was a part of that, but I liked Eric Wilson. Eric Wilson coming over to help too. He fought off an inside block. I think it was the guard that got him and tied him up. That was he got hit. There you go. TJ Slayton in on that one, blowing it up. Wilson coming in. Brooks coming in. Good play by TJ Slayton, kind of submarining that play. Here we go. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Can they get it? Can they get it? Denied the first down. Not going to get it. No. Eat. Rasul Douglas, nice open field tackle. Good job. That was good pursuit. That was good aggressiveness. I like that. Pero says, Gutekunst is not about helping the team this year with no moves, going for a draft pick. Well, there's not much they could do. They don't have a ton of money. It's not like you can go out and get a bunch of guys. Are they going for it? They're going to try the Packers offside. See if the Packers jump. Nope, they're going to go for it. Quick handoff, and they got it. Picked it up. Damn. You thought you got the stop, and then you gave it up anyway. Gutsy call by McDaniels. And I think it surprised a little bit of the Packers defense. Look at that on the trenches. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 guys down linemen. McDuffie got busted up. God. Jacoby Myers with a nice block on the outside, too. Good block for a wideout. They pick up a few more. Damn. They're going to grind this thing on in, aren't they? They're going to grind this thing in. Come on, get a stop. 2nd and 6. Half winding down. This has been a fast half. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, because at the half I've got to start setting up upstairs and get some of the equipment moved back upstairs. Touchdown. Son of a bitch. Jacoby Myers on an inside slant against a non-press zone, and you had coverage lined up in the end zone. How in the hell? Wow. Rudy Ford had a chance to jump that play, couldn't get to it quick enough because they're playing so far back. Why is your coverage in the end zone? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Son of a booger. Well, it's 7-3, and we'll see if the Green Bay Packers offensively can do anything. Again, you're right, Rich. Death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 cuts. Got to play, give up a play. Got to play, give up a play. Got to play, give up a play. And the worst part about it is that early on in this game, the Packers now they are trailing by a good margin. Time of possession already 15:04 to 10:47. Las Vegas has 9 first downs already. 9. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd down. They've picked up 115 yards. They've ran 25 offensive plays to the Packers 19. And each team to this point has a couple of penalties, and each team has a couple of punts. Damn. I just, when you got an inside slant route that close to the end zone, why are you playing in the end zone defensively speaking? Why are you not closer to the line of scrimmage? I'm not talking like, hey, you got to get up on press man all the way across the board. But, like, why are you not at least guarding the end zone? Dan says time to go hit the bar. I'm going to get myself another drink at halftime and then head upstairs to the studio. And then you and I and everybody else, we're going to reconvene after this one ends. And hopefully the Packers get a win. But offensively speaking, right now, this team doesn't have much. This is bad. It's like either the play calling is afraid to do anything downfield because of the completion percentage that I've talked about time and again for Jordan Love, because it's just not there. It just hasn't been there, right? So now you went with high completion percentage passes, which bumps up the completion percentage, but you're not moving the football. And then on a couple of them that did have possibilities, the throws were bad. Adam says, Bill, side note, me and my wife made that apple cider bourbon drink on Saturday. Holy crap, that's good stuff. I'm telling you, man, it's life-changing. You drink enough of those, you don't even know that you're half in the bag, and you and your wife are doing funky things to each other with soup. It's awesome stuff, man. Look at that. Starts off playing 2 steps into the end zone and then tries to make the tackle on the inside, playing too deep. By the time, look at where he caught it. He caught it on the 2-yard line uncontested. All he's got to do is fall forward. How can you do that? Somebody get an abacus to these guys. Let them measure. Let them understand what yardage and discipline means. Okay, if you only need to get 7 yards and you're playing 9 yards, chances are they're going to get to 7 yards. Nobody's that fucking stupid. Oh, and he throws a pick. What a terrible, piss-poor Jordan Love pass. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is embarrassing. Yet another first 2 quarters of Packers shit football. The defense has been on the field for over 8 minutes. Now they got to go back. Look, and he throws into triple coverage. How did he not see that? People talk about Jordan Love and say, oh, you got to give him a chance. C.J. Stroud didn't need a chance. He's up for Rookie of the Year, playing great in Houston with a crap team. And Jordan Love's had 3 years of tutelage behind Aaron Rodgers and can't figure it out and has regressed as the season's gone on. It's garbage. I'm sorry, I'm tweeting right now. Oh, God. Purdy's not doing too bad either, Terry. You're absolutely right. Purdy's got it, too. He's figured it out. There you go. See what happens if you play up near the receiver, near the line of scrimmage. A quick out turns into no gain. Nice play by Keyshawn Nixon. Like that. If the Packers, if they're playing sideline to sideline, it's not bad. It's the stuff that they play so far off of, especially down. Look for something over the middle here. And I can't believe, first of all, Josh McDaniels is an effing idiot because you go for the kill shot right there. You go for the kill shot. There you go. Preston Smith showing up again. 4th and goal. Wow. You know what? Kudos to that Packers defense right there. Kudos to that Packers defense. For everybody that says it sucks, you got to give it up. They just came off the field after an 8-minute drive. They got to be somewhat gassed. and they just went 3 and out. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. That's huge. That's huge. By the way, I'm being told over on Twitter that it's a right knee injury for Quay Walker. So only to be down 10-3 at this point, 2:30 left, and you've got an opportunity to go down and put points on the board. Not a bad way to go. You take it. Take it. Take it. Just watching. I'm watching all the comments, not only here, but I'm watching the comments over on Twitter as well. A lot of people blowing up Packers and blowing up Joe Barry in the defense, basically saying the same thing I said. Joe Barry lining up his players 10 yards off the line of scrimmage at the 10-yard line. What a horse's ass. You know, somebody just asked Matt LaFleur, Matt, can you please tell us why you do that? Philosophically speaking, can you say why Joe Barry lines up your secondary in the end zone on a 1st and goal from the 10? Can you just let us know? What, philosophically speaking, sense does that make? If you do the math, they're going to score. And if they do it quickly, you don't even have enough reaction time to cover the middle. Can somebody please ask Matt LaFleur that question? God. But I'm going to give 100% of the credit to the defense right there after, like I said, an 8-minute drive. They come back on the field after the quick pick by Jordan Love, an absolutely awful, stinktastic pass, and then they held him to a field goal. That's solid, man. That's solid. Tim, I just texted that to Mike. I'll see if Mike maybe asks that at the post game. Sometimes Mike is in there. Sometimes Mike is not, depending on when they open up the locker room. Mike takes a recorder and puts one in the press room and then puts another, and then has another one in his hand, and he goes in and gets interviews. So if he's in there, I'll see if I'll ask it. Dwayne says, let's see a pick six. Jordan Love throws a pick six. I'm kind of, you know what? I'm kind of, it takes me a little while to set this thing up and get it upstairs and get it all back into the studio. So I'm kind of disappointed I got to cut it off at halftime. But I'm enjoying this a lot. This is kind of cool. Dennis says nobody ever asks Matt LaFleur about the incompetence of Joe Barry and why he supports his soft zone, death by 1,000 cuts defense. Such a waste of talent. I completely agree. I'd like to see Keyshawn Nixon run one back. And then the Packers will act like everything is okay. Look at that. We tied it up. No, Keyshawn Nixon tied it up. You didn't do anything. And it's going to be a touchback. There you go. Jordan Love throwing his 4th interception of the season. He's 6 of 10 tonight with 1 completion going to the Raiders. So he's got a 60% completion percentage. Oh, there you go. There you go. Got that completion percentage up. But if he tried to go downfield, he'd either throw a floater or a duck or something in the hands of a Raider. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Oh, there you go. A.J. Dillon smacked in the backfield. There you go. Run straight up. Run straight up. There you go. Just curl up. Go to the fetal position. There you go. And then the Raiders just pummel him as they take him to the ground. Max Crosby gets up, screams in the faces of a couple of Packers. That's fired up defense. Wow. Look at Max Crosby. Completely just jumped around Rasheed Walker. I mean, Walker was like, if Walker would have been like grabbing his own crotch, both hands would have been occupied. He would have been just as good of a blocker on that particular play to Max Crosby as what he attempted to do, because the results were 100% exactly the same. Exactly the same. Wow. How do you not touch them? I know, right? Well, they are in Vegas. Maybe it was like a Siegfried and Roy trick, and the lion ate his head or something. I don't know. Just Walker Olayed the hell out of him. Oh my God. Packers came out fired up, didn't they? You know what? The defense has given up a total of 10 points. They got put in a bad position. They gave up one long drive, and that's been it. It's not awful. But again, can we all say it together? Because at the end of the game, what is Matt LaFleur going to say? Oh, God, I'll have to check the tape, but we didn't play complimentary football. Shut up. Go over to Dan Campbell and borrow a couple balls. Greg, don't go to bed at halftime. You got to hang up and watch the end of this mess. You don't want to lose the passion overnight. You want to go to bed angry. So that way if you have a nightmare, you're kicking the hell out of the monsters rather than the monsters kicking the hell out of you. Yeah, really. Remember Dobbs and Watson? Yeah. Yeah. Are they even alive? I don't think so. Holy mackerel. Oh, my goodness. So statistically speaking tonight, let me give you a little bit of a rundown. Who's got the most receiving yards tonight? If you said Josiah DeGuara, you'd be correct. Sims at number 2. Jaden Reed, he's got 1 catch for 7 yards. Musgrave, 1 catch for 6 yards. Christian Watson, 1 catch for 6 yards. Patrick Taylor, 1 catch for 2 yards. That's it. Can you say it with me? Sucks. This offense sucks against a bad defense. Max Crosby's not a one-man wrecking crew. Here we go. And here we go. Let's see what happens here. Should we go back to the screen? 6 of 10, 52 yards. The interception, which I think had more receiving yards than anything. Raiders are bringing 4. A no gain catch. Look at that. Oh, there you go. No gain. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Nobody open downfield. Max Crosby bringing the pressure, and nobody open downfield. You know why? Because they're pretty much playing man up because they can. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. Downfield, nothing. They're collapsing in the middle, nothing. Max Crosby's a one-man wrecking crew. He could play by himself on the field, and the Packers would still get beat. Here we go. Musgrave. There you go. Okay. Still, 3rd and 11 turns into what, a 4th down now? You talk about an actually God, what a shit series that was. This is not complimentary football, my friends. There you go. There's a good-looking Matt LaFleur, ready to weep at any second. This is awful. This is bad football. This is just bad. I don't know what else to say. Oh. Gets out to about the 20, 25-yard line. Okay. 58 seconds. Let's see if the Packers let's see if the Raiders, first of all, are going to be content to take the lead to halftime, because they're pretty much, Max Crosby's pretty much dominating anything that the Packers do at this point. And the play calling is atrocious. The offensive line is as bad. Ever since Stenovich became the offensive coordinator and left the offensive line position as the offensive line coach, it's been terrible. The offensive line last year was bad this year. Obviously, injuries played a part of that, but, it's just, man. And now do we start to look at this team and say, is the talent just simply not there? I mean, at least to make a play or two, big time. When I'm talking offensively now, it's just the talent. It's just for what we thought it was. Were we lying to ourselves? Were we fooling ourselves? Damn. Oh well. I guess the NFL took the live stream off. We're gonna end it anyway. I guess the NFL got mad at me. I have to watch that. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. The stream was suspended for policy violations. And there's a situation right there. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, Craig, I tell you what, after this season, depending on how things play out, you really ask yourself if this – can you still hear us over on the YouTube live stream? Can you still hear us? You have to take a look at the talent that's been accumulated and say whether or not it's there. I know people on Facebook can hear me, but on YouTube, can you still hear the pro? Can you still hear this? Just because they took the stream itself down. Oh, man. Good. Okay, J-Train. Just wanted to be sure. Thank you very much. We only got a minute or two left anyway. Packers defensively again. They made them kind of spread it all the way back out, and McDuffie made a good play on the outside. Not bad. You're going to question a lot come the end of the season. Does this team have the talent? Brian Gutekunst was emphatic in the offseason talking about he had the talent. They wanted to get more pressure on quarterbacks. They wanted to do better in certain areas. Defensively speaking, they certainly feel like they have the talent. So if it doesn't accumulate to anything that's going to be decent, then you got to figure Joe Barry's going to be gone. But offensively speaking, do you give it a pass because you say, well, it was the first year. You had young receivers. You had young tight ends. I think at this point, Peter, you're allowed one F-bomb, by the way, on YouTube. And then after that, they cut it off. So I had one. No update just yet on Quay Walker, by the way. There you go. He's a shot of him. He's just standing on a sideline with a towel over his head. So it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. And that's going to be 3rd and 10 now. So Garoppolo with not much of a pass play there. Decent coverage as well. And yeah, right. 25 cents in the jar. We'll put all the F-bombs together at the end of the season. Maybe we'll throw a party somewhere and just drink. Don't forget, coming up after the ball game, we got the Green and Gold postgame show immediately following. So for those of you that are listening to us in many different facets, whether it's over on, the link on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick TV, on Facebook Live, we're also on LinkedIn. You can find us there. So many different avenues to be able to get a hold of the program. You can also listen to us on the Zone app, WOZN, The Zone Madison. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? I think so. Did they get yeah, they call that a catch. Mary, that's a good point. Like she said, we don't hate Love. He's just not it. Brad, he's had some time to throw tonight. He's had a couple of throws that have been bad. He had one wide of the mark when he had Jayden Reed, and you don't know if it was Jayden Reed turned the wrong way or Jordan Love didn't read it. And I don't know whose fault it is, because the last time everybody seemed to think that it was Josh Myers' fault in Atlanta on the fourth and quick count. And it turns out it was Jordan Love because he gave the wrong signal. So, and now you don't know anymore. But I agree with you, JR. Jordan Love looks like he's rushed and uncomfortable, and he doesn't seem to have a real reason to be. There's another one over the middle. The middle is just, they play a soft middle coverage in the zone. Uh-oh, who's hurt? Looks like Darnell Savage is down. Yeah. Is that a hamstring? Where did he get hurt? I don't know if he twisted the knee when he got spun around. I don't know what it was. But now you got Darnell Savage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He twisted when he spun around. And here's the thing. That's a natural grass. That's not even on turf, because you saw Justin Jefferson twist his ankle on turf. You saw Travis Kelce twist his ankle on turf over there at US Bank Stadium. Another throw over the middle. No, look at the middle. Look at the middle, wide open. Wide open. Inside. Middle's wide open. Just beating Keyshawn Nixon on an inside move. Middle was wide open. They're at least going to get 3 out of this. But here's something to think about. At halftime, as of right now, and counting, the Raiders have had the time of possession 17-12 to 12:33 by the Green Bay Packers. Think about that. Already 5 more minutes on the field. The Packers defense has been more so than their offense. God, that's terrible. Terrible. Garoppolo starting to heat up a little bit. 12 of 16, 126 yards, a touchdown, a 118.2 quarterback rating. Listen to Jordan Love's numbers now. 7 of 12, 56 yards, and a pick, a quarterback rating of 35.4. He has steadily regressed since week 1. Steadily regressed since week 1. And look, the comeback was a moxie comeback against the Saints, but that was 3.5 quarters of bad football too. Garoppolo just does nothing but, it was a terrible. Well, actually, it was a good play. Just get rid of the ball. Save yourself some time. Kick a field goal. The play wasn't there. Garoppolo, smart move. Keyshawn Nixon doing a little jaw jacking. This is just bad. Yeah, right? James says 26 points for the Green Bay Packers in the first half through 5 games. That's it. That's it. Tim, that's a great question. Why is the middle always open? We talked about it tonight. They're stringing plays out. No good. No good. I think that ball got tipped. It's his first miss of the year, but no good. Still 10-3. So the Packers will be able to at least walk off the field with a little dignity at this point, I guess, right? Did somebody get it? Yes. It got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nice. Nice. Who was that? That was Josh Neiman. Josh Neiman. We got a Josh Neiman sighting. Got the finger on it. Josh Neiman. Get up on that, Josh. Now you're not so mad. God, look at this. A rollout, nothing. There you go. Just take a knee. Take a knee. All right. That's it. The Packers put up a whopping 3 points in the first half of this game. Their offense, yet again, comes out and sucks. For the third game in a row, comes out and sucks. They look like garbage. As I don't even know if Matt LaFleur is going to cry. I really don't care at this point in time. But are they going to put a second back on the clock? I think they are. Nope. Now everybody's taken back off. There we go. Okay. We are going to be here after the game. So the Green and Gold postgame show is going to come to you live back here on this streaming station. I guarantee YouTube's not going to shut us down because I drop an F-bomb or put some kind of streaming up that I shouldn't be. But we're going to be back, and we're going to talk about this one after the fact. So hopefully everybody has a good night. Hopefully you're back here with us at the end of the evening. For everybody that was watching, hopefully you had a good time tonight. And if you decide to go to bed because you just can't take it anymore and it's like almost masochistic to watch this team, which I can't blame you, then you and I will be talking again tomorrow. So that'll do it. But, man, great to talk to everybody. It was fun. And it's great to get outside of the actual over-the-air broadcast element to where we can kind of let it all hang out here. So thanks to everybody for watching. Hang in there. I'll be back in probably we go on the air at 10 o'clock, an hour and 22 minutes, I think, an hour and 22 minutes.